Hello. In today's lesson, we'll examine some of the key differences as well as some similarities between Lightroom Classic and Lightroom, which has mobile and desktop versions. There's often some confusion about the two. To avoid some of that confusion, for this lesson, I'll refer to Lightroom as Lightroom Mobile. Lightroom Mobile is the application that has both desktop and mobile device versions. Lightroom utilizes the Adobe Creative Cloud as both a storage and file syncing system. Lightroom Classic is desktop only. It was the first Lightroom product developed by Adobe, and it was intended primarily for professional and serious amateur photographers. Lightroom Mobile and Desktop came about due to customer demand for a way to access the image database anywhere on mobile devices or laptops. While they differ in some features, they can work together, as images stored on local hard drives can be synchronized with the cloud-based Lightroom. First, let's examine how they are similar and how they are integrated. Both versions are intended to be a cataloging and image processing application all in one. Both can import media directly from memory cards as well as hard drives. Both can be used to organize your images and use keywords, ratings, and location info to help find specific images quickly. How each application does these things differ to varying degrees, and in most cases, Lightroom Classic has more detailed features. Some important differences exist here. Lightroom Mobile cannot rename files from memory cards on hard drives or during import. Memory cards in particular often have rather meaningless file names, so renaming is a useful feature. Lightroom Classic permits easy and efficient batch renaming. Lightroom Classic also has several import action options not found in Lightroom. Lightroom Classic can simply add files from a hard drive or card without moving them. It can copy them to another hard drive and even make a second copy to another. It can move the files from their current location to another location. And it can also convert the raw files to DNG as it copies them. However, Lightroom Mobile can perform these actions once the file has been imported through menu commands such as duplicate or export. Lightroom Classic has the capability to create import presets that add keywords, copyright data, and automatically place the files into collections and collection sets. Copyright information entered in using Lightroom Classic is retained in Lightroom Mobile when syncing between the two applications. Otherwise, you can enter in copyright info in Lightroom Mobile's preferences. The largest differences are the additional modules Lightroom Classic has and Lightroom Mobile lacks. First is the library module, which does share some features with Lightroom Mobile, but it doesn't share the Quick Develop panel, which allows for simple image adjustments while cataloging the images when you're in this module. In Lightroom Mobile, you must perform any adjustments in the Edit panel. There is no book module in Lightroom Mobile either. This is a series of templates that have been provided by blurb.com, a high-quality, low-volume printer of books and magazines used by self-publishers. You can select images, arrange them in various preset layouts of different dimensions and binding types, and upload directly to blurb.com sites for production. The slideshow module has many options. Customize a slideshow that can be output either as a PDF or as a video file with music. Printing is another feature that only Lightroom Classic has, and various templates are provided, along with the ability to create new ones or customize existing ones. The final module in Lightroom Classic does have an almost equivalent feature in Lightroom Mobile. In Lightroom Mobile's Share Link option, a web gallery can be created and even customized to some degree online. Lightroom Classic can do the same, but the customization can occur right within the application's panels. And it can import third-party custom web templates as well. As you have learned in this lesson, there are some important similarities and differences between Lightroom Classic and Lightroom Mobile. In the next lesson, we'll examine in detail Lightroom Classic's preferences, which are critical features that aid in organizing your images and maintaining high performance within the application. Let's go check it out.